Hello everybody, we're on the job site here, finishing up with this job, and I think it looks fantastic. There's a lot of different things in here that we've done. A lot of this job was, a lot of very meticulous, not an instruction booklet kind of job, if you will. A lot of this is just very meticulously done. What's the word I'm looking for? Custom. That's the word. Custom. So, coming into this, let's take a look at it. We're installing the door here right now. This is going to be installed today. We'll trim it out on the sides and trim it out all the way around to where it's nice. Now when we came in here, it was nothing but studs. There was nothing. So everything we've done in here has been from the ground up, from the electrical to the plumbing. We redid everything with PEX in here. We redid all the lights and all the wires. We've done a lot. Now right here is interesting. Now what they did was we got a bundle of the 1x6s, 1x8s, 1x6. And what we did was we went ahead and we for all the trim in here, we trimmed it down to a true 5. Was it true 5? True 5 for all the trim. So we went ahead and put it through our table saw. We put them down to a true 5 inches to do all the trim, and then we went ahead and painted them. Put a couple coats of the white on, and so that's all the trim you see has been modified from 8 inches to a true 5. Capped it with there's the drywall, all the trim. We actually made the corner round in this. This isn't store-bought. This trim going around the bottom here, we actually made that, which is interesting. That was fun. We thought we'd go on ahead and try to do that. This is tongue and groove up here. We went ahead and painted it white. That's all tongue and groove up there. Install all the light fixtures, obviously. Doors are doors. Install a nice vanity in here, and toilet and all. This is all tongue and groove. All this on this wall is tongue and groove. From the floor on up. Drop ceiling is actually quite fun. It looks good. It was we installed all the drop ceilings in here, and I think they turned out fantastic. Now what we did here is we got all the lights in here are going to be can lights. They're all inset can lights. We did that into the drop ceiling, which is fantastic. And so that was cool. We had, of course, installed the GFIs. We installed our GFIs by our vanity in here that we installed. We installed the vanity and this and that. The shower turned out really good. There was an issue right here, but we fixed that. That looks fantastic now. Yeah, everything looks great in here. GFI down here on the floor. So yeah, coming into here, into kind of like the dining area, you got more big trim on the bottom, true 5 inch. And we trimmed this wall out as well here to go and match the staircase. Now the staircase, and I posted some pictures of the staircase. I think I did a funny little thing on it on our page where I was talking about all the liquid nail that they used to get their stairs down prior to us installing this set, which was actually quite the headache to get up, and it didn't look good, and so this turned out fantastic. You got this right here is red oak stained with a smoke gray, which I loved. The client let us pick out the hardware, and she loved it, and I was happy with it. So this is all smoked gray. Now, what we did in here was they had, now on this job right here, if we look in this way, you'll see a load bearing. This is our load bearing pole here. Now, prior to us coming in here, they had three ugly poles. So they had 1, 2, 3, and they were not pretty, were they? No. They were not pretty though, were they? No. They're quite ugly. So what we did is I would say from about right here, right, Steven? From about right here? Yeah. So yeah, from right here, all the way, and I was there, all the way down. 32 feet. 32 feet into this wall, somewhere in this area, right? We got a pole going up, and we got an I-beam going all the way across to that wall up here in the ceiling. So that is that is supporting this giant I-beam going across, and that helped us to eliminate those 2 ugly poles that were just in the way. And what we did, honestly, was we went ahead and we got the 6x6. Yep. The 6x6. We sanded it, beautiful. I mean, it is pretty. It's a pretty statement piece. Sanded it down to a fine, I think 360 or 400 grit. 480. And we stained it with the smoke gray and put the Varathane on it, and that was great. It turned out really nice. Staircase, this is all red oak all the way to the top. All the way to the top. This was unfinished up here. We went ahead and finished it. Put the crown molding up here, which was fantastic, and popped in a new light up there. All that's painted, done, pretty great. Quality work. Staircase was, it was fun, but it turned out really, really nice. I don't have any complaints at all. They loved that. So yeah, this is a 4x6, and actually we went ahead and put a beam in right here, going all the way to your I-beam here, beam going across to here. To this is actually supporting the weight right here of your subflooring. So we did a lot of that to alleviate uglies in here. So this is your kitchen here, and hardware we installed looks good. We installed the sink over here, which is your barn sink. It's fantastic, looks good. Brushed nickel, I think, but it's yeah, she's installed, she's ready to go. There's not much to it. We did run all these wires in here. As I said before, we had bare bones when we came in here, so we installed all this stuff down here. All this stuff that we ran the wires ourselves, and installed the sockets and all that where our customer wanted them. This is one bedroom, and we're in a position where we have the ability and the hands to make our own barn doors. So all these barn doors were custom made, sized. This is, again, went back with the smoke gray, right? Isn't the color? Smoke gray on the barn door. This turned out phenomenal. We used one of their 1x again, trimmed it down to a true 5, and went ahead and used 1x for the support on this. But yeah, this is fantastic. These look great. They turned out real good. We're happy with them. In this closet, this was underneath the stairs. This is actually, and you're going to like this. This is a custom thing as well. But you're wondering what that is. It's actually a dresser. Isn't that cool? It goes into the wall. You never would have guessed. So yeah, we went ahead and built the dresser into the wall because it's kind of a small guest room, and they wanted to, conserve the space as much as possible. And we're like, hey, we'll throw one in the wall. So that's a very functional dresser. In the closet area where the staircase is coming down, it gets real tight there. So that's useless space. So we went ahead and took it and put it in the wall. And we took this tongue and groove here and cased it into where she can use this as some space in this closet, to use that what would be kind of unusable space, and still plenty of room in here to hang hang your rod and get your clothes in here. So and all that. So I think it turned out really well. I was really happy with it. And so was she. She loved that. That turned out phenomenal. That door should have been done, what?
A month ago?
A month ago. But we unfortunately had a lot of issues with Home Depot. I'm not knocking Home Depot. They do a lot. We do a lot of business with them, but I'm not saying do or don't.
I'll knock them.
He'll knock them all day. I'm not saying do or don't, but we had a lot of issues with special order stuff with Home Depot, so we use a different vendor for our doors for sure. From now on, that's the route we're going. I've had my fill of that, and so going forward, we have our guy that we use on our doors, because that he did a fantastic job of getting that door to us in a very short amount of time, and it's exactly what we wanted. That's exactly what the customer wanted. Outswing door to the left-hand side, and so we're super happy with that. So installing those doors is always a fun thing. So going into this room here, this is another room that the customer wanted. It's all live edge, which I think is phenomenal. I think it looks great. This is kind of going to be his like man cave work area. This is all live edge wood, and I mean, I don't think this video is going to do it justice. This is very warm. It looks good. We went ahead and trimmed out the bottoms of the walls. With this is we ripped down, again, this is the 1-bys that we had, ripped them down to about 2.5 inches is what he wanted. He didn't want too much, so he didn't want to take away from it. Stained it smoke gray again, adding a little smoke gray stain to the house. Whenever we do that, we like to go ahead and incorporate it as much as we can, kind of bring it all together. But room turned out fantastic. We will be doing, right in this corner, we will be doing a live edge epoxy workbench, which we'll be posting, and I think that's going to be fantastic. So I may go on ahead and do a step-by-step on that. I don't know. Let me know if y'all want to see that. If you want to see a step-by-step, if you want to see a step-by-step on the epoxy countertop thing, hey, I'll do it. They're gonna be cedar with some black epoxy. We're gonna throw some bullets in there and do clear epoxy with the bullets inside. So the bullets are gonna be in this. Gonna be really cool. Yeah, but this is where he's putting his guns and stuff like that. So hey, he wanted an area where he kind of get away. That's kind of it's weird walking from here into here. It's like you just walked into a new world, and that's kind of how he wanted it. So he's super happy with that. So there's one. Right here we put in a laundry room. This is a laundry room that she wanted it all. She wanted it all tongue and groove. Let me close this door because that was like a little wow thing we did. All tongue and groove, white tongue and groove in here is what she wanted. Cabinets are going to be going up here. They're going to be navy. She's got a lot of navy stuff she wants to throw in there. But I like the white and the blue and the navy, and so there it is. Yeah, and then so walking into this room right here, boom pow. This is cool. This is really cool. So this is all cedar, and you can smell it. It's fantastic. The smell in here is just great. Yeah, the cedar came in. We got the cedar in the same place that we got that live edge wood, and well, it wasn't exactly what we thought it was going to be. But it turned out fantastic. We looked at her and was like, hey, look, we're going to make this happen. We're going to make this work for you. This is what we're going to do. She was happy with it. We were happy with it. Yeah, it feels like I'm in a cedar chest right now. It's fantastic. It smells so good. Right behind here is where the water heater is. And right here are where you can actually take this door off with 4 screws and to enter that room in there. We have a light inside that room to where, you know, you can see. We set the water heater up on its own kind of pedestal, and then we dropped off on the back side to where if something does happen, the water will pool up into the bottom and actually run off into the pipe that's running this way that the washing machine is going to be hooked in. So there's no issue with, you know, water damage and stuff like that, because that was something that, you know, he was concerned with, because I believe that's what happened here, was water damage. And so he just wanted us to make sure that we fix it to where if something happened, water would run off into the pipe and drain out, which is what we did. And we were super happy with that. That worked out real well. So yeah, I love choices of light fixtures. These look fantastic. Excuse me. Yeah, customer had great tastes and everything. So yeah, we went ahead and hooked up with the. We wanted to do this area with a two-way switch, just in case, you know, whether you're going in or coming out. So yeah. This is a master bedroom. A lot of space in here. A lot of space. Huge room. We went ahead and put, you know, we put light sockets all along the bottom of here. We're not having any issues with not having enough. In a master bedroom this size, you may want to have a computer desk over there, and you might want it there. You might want the bed here, over there. But we, one thing that she did want was USB plugs. So we went ahead and installed these cool little USB plugs where you can plug your phone into either side and still plug in. We have one here. We have one over here. We have them in various places in this home where the customer wanted them. So, yeah, they're actually pretty cool. We redid all the windows in here. We redid all the facings in the windows. So yeah, that was fun. Again, we make our own barn doors. So we made these from scratch with the tongue and groove and everything. Homemade is awesome. Custom is awesome. Having something that nobody else is going to have. These aren't composite. You know, these aren't cheap composite. And even the composite's expensive. Like you go buy barn doors. I don't know how much, you know, your barn doors run, because we've always built ours, but I don't think they're. How much is a barn door, composite barn door?
For a single, you're looking between, depending on the size, between $400 and $800.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
And you're getting cheap crap.
Yeah, composite.
Kids run into it one time, what happens? Turns into dust. So yeah, see, these are actual wood, you know, and we haven't anchored these yet, but we're going to. There's an anchor for the bottom, to where it doesn't swing like this. We've actually notched. You can see right here. I don't know if I'm pointing to it or not, but you can see here we notched the whole bottom to where we can put our anchors in there, to where it doesn't swing. Both fixing to do that. This is all cement, all concrete floor, so we're gonna have to bore in, tap our taps in, and go ahead and go through that way. So this is the master bathroom. Here in the master bathroom, we went ahead. We built, again, this whole place was studs when we came in here. There was no drywall. There was no finished work. The only thing that was here was studs and a bird nest of wire everywhere, bird nest. And then we got rid of all the plumbing, replaced all the plumbing in here with PEX, which is fantastic, because PEX is, you know, you when you do something like this and you put time and you put money into something, you know, and you want it to look nice and you don't want water damage, and PEX line is the way to go when you're talking about plumbing. I highly recommend it. But we got the tongue and groove up here. Hey, Steven, flip that switch for me. Tongue and groove up in here, and then, you know, gray, and then we got the barn doors here. Fantastic looking too. One of a kind. Went ahead and installed the vanity. They wanted a couple changes here to the electrical after we already were here. They wanted it different. So, hey, look, we changed it for them. We went ahead and put our GFI and our switch together here in the middle. We have, at the time, had a switch here and what? Two GFIs, one there and one there. They were going to do a single sink. They ended up doing a double. So no big deal. We just mudded that up and moved it all into the center here, to where they could put the double mirrors in. But that looks fantastic. And you'll notice here also, and we incorporated the tongue and groove as much as possible.
Yes.
As much as possible. They got a lot of it.
Yeah.
Got a great deal on it too. I think we got a whole bundle for what, $2,000?
2 bundles.
2 bundles for $2,000. So it was a super good deal. Jumped on it. This is tongue and groove on this whole wall, and then we did tongue and groove over here on this wall, and then drywall, and then here's the shower. Shower looks phenomenal. I love the product. What is this called? This is I can't. The word escape. Lamp.
You put me on the spot.
I did. I can't.
You made me have a brain fart.
I can't remember what this stuff's called. This is not. You can get it. Acrylic. Thank you. Acrylic. That's it. And hey, look, we do tile. I don't mind doing tile. It's not a big deal. I'll do a tile shower all day long. But I'll tell you what, as far as install and cost efficiency and the look, you can get the whatever kind of look you want with this acrylic stuff. It looks phenomenal. Got a big pan on the bottom. Got the acrylic going. Stuff's super watertight. And they haven't been doing this stuff very long. I don't think this stuff's been on the market very long, has it?
Not really. It's been within the last 10 years.
Last 10 years. So, as far as I know, I haven't heard any horror stories about the acrylic.
I haven't either. I've only heard good things.
Now, I have had first-hand experience with nightmares when it comes to people installing tile showers incorrectly. What happens? Ruts the joists, ruts the floor, OSB.
Leaks everywhere.
Leaks, smell, mildew, mold. And we've walked into several situations where we've had to fix issues with that. But I cannot remember one time I walked into somebody's house with the acrylic and they had an issue. But in any case, I love the shower. This more tongue and groove. And in here we got the poop room.
The poop room.
I love the poop room.
Everybody loves it.
I mean, it's a way to get away from the world. Well, we went tongue and groove on the back side. We got our that custom made corner molding on both sides, and you got your one buys on the bottom. We went ahead and we did the quarter round as well on all this. This floor is beautiful. I'm glad they chose this floor. This floor looks fantastic. This is a floating floor. This is some nice stuff. It took us about how many days to install this? 3 days to install it through the whole house, but I'll tell you what, I think it looks phenomenal. It's a good transition. It's seamless. The only threshold that we have is where it's over there.
Yeah, right there.
Over there going out into the garage. So, this is some of the stuff we've done here, and I'm super happy with it. I think it's great. And we've had our challenges. Oh, this right here was one more thing. So this was brick.
Yeah.
This was brick. Okay. So we got the floor all the way to here, and we were like, oh man, it's brick. What do we do? And we thought about it, and we were like, well, let's just use more tongue and groove. So we rounded this off. This is rounded off, and this is inset over here with the. We got the screws in it going into the concrete, liquid nail holding it down, and went ahead and sanded it and stained it with the smoke gray. And there's that turned out quite nice, I think. I loved it. But other than that, that's about all we got here. I just kind of wanted to give a little showing of it before we finish up and don't have a chance to. So appreciate your time. If you want to see a step-by-step on the live edge epoxy workbench, let me know. And if I get enough hits on it, I might do a step-by-step. But if nobody wants to see it, I'm not going to waste a bunch of time doing it. So, but we'll definitely show you the final product. And I appreciate your time, guys. Y'all have a great day.